but this is the 4 o'clock session, team meeting Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. I was talking to my older brother today. He's in Mexico, and he runs a few different businesses from his computer, but those businesses don't exist anymore. He can't run those businesses due to the pandemic. So I just let him vent to me. He's 18 years my senior, so he was just venting about like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to get these side gigs and all this stuff. And I said, Scott, I am so busy right now. We are so busy. He's like, knives, really? I said, well, here's the thing. All the students that we recruit are out of jobs, so we could provide jobs to them. And all of our customers are sitting at home, so they're more accessible for presentations. And since they're at home more often, they're cooking more, assumed to be so they're more likely to invest in high quality products that make their life easier. He's like, I never thought about it like that. I said, yeah, so we're really busy. He said, I know it sounds weird, but is there an opportunity for me to do a little bit of work and try to make a little extra cash doing some of that? Now, this is, again, my 18 years old, my senior. So I'm 34. So, whatever he meant, that makes him. So he's 52. And my brother, Scott, is going to be joining our Cutco sales team at 52 years old. And he's going to start selling Cutco because he is so fired up because he is in our target market. And he just wants to make a little extra side cash because he's like, I know a lot of my friends would buy the knives because he bought Cutco for me 10 years ago, 15 years ago. He's like, I love my knives. I could totally sell this stuff. Yeah. What do I have to do to sign up? So know what our strategy is. If you had a guess, he's not going to go through training. He's not going to do the whole thing that you all do. If you had a guess, what do you think my 52-year-old brother is going to do to sell Cutco? He's not going to do presentations. He's not going to go through training. What do you think he's going to do? If you had a guess. What is something that you all have been doing that has been working and getting you a lot of customers and a lot of appointments?
Using social media.
That's it.
Facebook.
That's all my brother's going to do. He's literally going to go through every one of his friends on Facebook, and I'm going to type a message up for him that's going to say something like, hey, I know it's random, but that sounds a little familiar, right? I know it's kind of random, but my younger brother's been working with Cutco. I love the product. I've used it for the last 15 years. Since you're probably spending more time at home right now and you might want to use, get some quality stuff for your kitchen, let me know, because he's giving friends and family discounts to anybody that I know, something like that. And if they respond, he's going to send them the video from your virtual demo. They're going to watch the video, and they're going to send him a price list. He's going to negotiate. He knows how to sell. He's been in sales just, most of his life. And you're going to see Scott Kramer show up on the sales reports. My older brother, 18 years older than me, started selling Cutco. If you are not fired up about your role in this company right now, you should be. You should be, because we're providing two things. We're providing jobs to people, and we're providing the opportunity for our clientele to make life easier, to save them time, money, and energy. Now, I know it sounds like, man, it sounds so good to be true, but the fact is, that's what we offer. That's what we offer. That's what we do. And I believe that. I believe that to be the truth. The sky is blue, the grass is green, people buy Cutco, and I love providing jobs to young people. So I'm fired up that all of you are here right now and all of you are ready to go out and kick some butt. I'd like for very quickly, Cassidy, over $1,000 a week, Caitlin over $2,000 a week, Eric over $1,000 a week, Kayla over $1,000 a week. If you had to share any best practices real fast before everyone gets on the phone, and I have an open house meeting here in a moment, so Jessica and Amanda, you'll stay on with me. The SMRAs, you could stay on with me, but everyone else, y'all can, if you're doing your shift, stay on here with me, and just do your shift. So you can listen to me, but do your work, okay? So SMRAs, listen to me, but do your work. Jessica and Amanda, I'm gonna have you facilitate, because we have some of the, we're gonna do a meet and greet at 4:30, but everyone else, you can hop off and go to the phones. But real quick, Cassidy, Caitlin, Eric, Kayla, all between $1,000, $2,000 last week. Any tips or best practices on what you did to, not for the sales, but to create the appointments that created the sales? Any tips or best practices, whether it be mindset or skill set, that anyone that's about to go book up their appointments for this week can implement? So let's go in that order that I called you. So we'll go Cassidy, Eric, Caitlin, Kayla.
Okay, so when I call my people,
I am super bubbly. I am having the best day ever. And even if you're not, you're still having the best day ever, because when you call, you want to smile on the phone. And because that energy is going to transfer to them, and they're going to be wicked excited because you're wicked excited. Whatever, they don't even know why you're excited. They don't know why they're excited. And then you're like, I have a scholarship opportunity. And they're like, what? So they will be so excited with you if you have that energy, because this doesn't show your face when you're like this. And you're like, if you go like, hey, I have this like opportunity, they're not gonna care. So that's how I lock down the appointment, is because they're excited to help me out, because I'm excited to show it to them. So that's just, one little tip to use, and it works every time.
On it. So I love that. And the reason why I love that, two reasons. Number one, you just said wicked. I know Kayla just smiled ear to ear on that one. So that was good. The second reason why I love that is because motion creates emotion. Motion creates emotion. So what do I mean by that? You want to use your facial expressions. If you need to stand up when you're on the phone, if you want to do some jumping jacks before you make your calls, whatever you could do to get your energetic in a good place. I just did my workout because I've been sitting in this chair from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., I haven't left this chair except to walk my dog. And I'll tell you, it's been a grind. So I did my workout from 3 to 4 so I can get my energetic level. And then, of course, listening to the weekend is always a delight. So that was helpful too. So let's go to Eric, and or we'll go Caitlin, Eric, and then Kayla. Real quick, best practice, whether it be a skill set or a mindset, to help you sell $1,000 to $2,000 last week, not necessarily on the sales front, but on the getting the appointments front. And then we'll transition.
All right, so actually, I sold 2 homemakers in a row last week for a sales of $2,010, and they were actually both Facebook recommendations. And so I actually called them through Facebook. I just went straight to the calling because I was doing a phone jam. And like Cass said, kind of smile through the phone and be like, oh, well, it would really help me out, and I need to complete 10 appointments this week to stay on track for my scholarship. Kind of create that sense of urgency when creating that appointment. So they're like, oh, so if I do this, like, I'm really helping this girl out getting that scholarship. And also kind of just create a little bit of rapport during making the appointment. Like, one of my customers was my 6th grade teacher, 6th grade math teacher. And I was like, oh, how are your kids? And she was talking about online schooling. And I was like, okay, great. Well, the reason I called, and yeah.
Excellent. So smile, obviously, sound like someone they want to meet, but also use Facebook, right? She created, so and what percentage commission do you make, Caitlin? You make what, 20%?
25.
So 25%. So 25% off of $2,000. Well, that means Caitlin made $500, right? If I'm doing the math right on that. So just by sending out some Facebook messages and doing really good appointments. So let's go, Eric, and then Kayla will wrap us up, and then we're going to transition into a little bit of a meet and greet with some of the rookies.
I completely agree with both things, what Cassidy said and what Caitlin said. Facebook is a huge thing. And then it's confidence. If you don't be a wimp when you call your people, be excited, be happy. I drop a lot of jokes. I tell them, hey, it's only around 45 minutes. If in the first 15 minutes I'm boring you to death, just hang up. I won't take it personally. I drop a lot of dad jokes. They love it because I'm mainly talking to moms. And you just have to smile and like know that you're doing it for them, that you're going to help them out. And it's mainly confidence. You need to, don't be a wimp when you're like, oh, does Tuesday at 9 or Monday work better? Don't say it like that. Say it with confidence. Say it like you know what you're saying, you know? It's really just confidence.
Yeah, I love that. And I agree. The confidence, by the way, confidence comes from knowing that you are helping them. Confidence comes from, I'm doing you a service by you spending time with me. This is not arrogance. This is confidence. By you spending time with me, I'm going to be the highlight of your day, right? I'm going to be a positive distraction for you by you spending time with me. I'm going to make you laugh. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be the highlight of your day. So by you hanging out with me, it's going to be fun for you. right? And that's kind of what Eric's saying. It's like that projecting that confidence. So I love that. I think that's a really great piece of advice. Kayla, talk to us. A solid week last week, hitting your 25% promotion as well. You also set aside, somewhere around $400 in income, something like that in that neighborhood. What would you say best practice on creating your appointments? And if you wanted to shed some light on anything that you and I talked about in our one-on-one, you could definitely talk about that.
Yeah, so I like 100% agree with everything that everyone's been saying. And also something that you and I talked about that helped me a lot was like mindset. Like just having that like super positive mindset, and just being so excited, like everyone else said, like when you're on the phone, just like be so excited and create that sense of urgency and just seem like genuinely interested in whatever, Mrs. Jones is saying. Because if you're interested in what she's saying, she's going to be interested in what you're saying.
Very, very great point. Be interested versus being interesting. That's an oldie but a goodie. Be interested versus interesting. So if I could be interested in what she has to say and all the things that she has to talk about, then it's the law of reciprocity. She's going to reciprocate, and then she's going to want to be interested in me by me expressing interest in them. So I think that's a great point. So for time's sake, what I'm going to do is I'd like to get, the TLA. We all have our assistant manager meeting at 5. Okay, on the other assistant manager group. Social media recruiting assistants, you're going to stay on with me as you continue to do your work. And then Amanda and Jess, you're going to stay on with me as well to support the meet and greet for some of the new trainees. We invited, just so everyone knows, we actually did an invitation to several of the trainees that are starting tomorrow and invited them to a little meet and greet. So that way they could meet me before training and I could give them a couple of tips and whatnot for the training seminar. So that's what we're about to do. So if you're about to hit the phones, Thomas and Ashley and Eric and Chris and AJ, Davis, so Cecilia, all of you that are about to hit the phones, here's my request and here's my suggestion. If you haven't done so yet, making sure that you have your Facebooks set up and done before you start in the phone. So during session 2, you have some of those responses. So if you haven't done that yet, you want to do that. So during session 2, you get some of those responses to feed your wave 2 of the phone jam. So I would get some of those messages out, get some of those posts up, get some of those, get the likes and, message those people and whatnot. Then obviously you want to set up your queue and just hit the phones. Let's see if you can get into, into the raffle. Remember 5, 7, 10 or more. 5, 7, 10 or more. I already mailed out a bunch of free products to everybody last week. They're in the mail. And I'm excited to, mail out some more free Cutco to you this upcoming week. So remember, get in the raffle 5, 7, 10 or more, but we have to leave tonight with 150 appointments. So let's see how many we have right now. So we have, at this moment, we have 21. So what does that mean? Y'all got some work to do. Okay, that's what that means. So we have 21 ahead of us. We got to get to 150. We missed it last week. So here's my rule. I will Venmo the winner $5. So Waylon got $5 last week. If we're less than 150, but if we're over 150, I'll send you a $100 Cutco item. All right. So we got to work together as a team, but you also got to hit your goal as an individual. So let's go ahead and make some magic happen and enjoy that. And I know if any of you are still booking up interviews, the SMRAs obviously have a bunch of people that you can book up for interviews as well, which we're really excited to do. So team, y'all can hop off. SMRAs stay on. Amanda, Jess, stay on. And new trainees, I'll be with you in a little less than 5 minutes. So I appreciate you hopping on early. So it looks like new trainees include Christian, Stephanie, looks like Nicholas, Avery, Christy, looks like Allison, Vito. Appreciate you hopping on early. If you can, in the chat box real fast, in the chat feature, why don't you go ahead and post? I'd be curious, how did you hear about us? How did you hear about us? Or like, do you know anyone on the team? Who do you know that works here? I'd like to know that. And I'd also like to know what are you most excited about? For your new position here. So I'd like to know those two things. So, and Sarah and Cheyenne, keep doing your job, please, and thank you. We have a ton of people that we will get in touch with them. I promise you. We have a staff that will be ready to go 100%. We're spinning a lot of plates right now, but I'd love to know, from everyone. So for Cheyenne, Sarah, Emmy, Kayla, Rama, you can just do your work. You can almost like you can ignore me, but I want you to kind of listen in a little bit, just in the background noise of what some of the things we're going to talk about. Cass, you're more than welcome to hang. Jakira, are you doing a shift right now, Jakira, or you don't have a shift tonight, do you?
No, I don't have a shift tonight.
Okay. So Jakira and Cassidy, you're more than welcome to hang out, and you could stay on. I'd love for you to do some of your work too, while you're on. We're just going to do a quick meet and greet with some of the rookies before they start training tomorrow. So let's take a peek at some of these responses. So I got Vito says, my friend Chris Lopez. So he was just on. Awesome. And excited about meeting new people. Cool. Chris says represent. Oh, Chris is still on. So, all right. So Chris is, he's creeping on still. So that's cool. I'm totally cool if you stay. You can hang out for a little bit if you want. I heard about you guys from my cousin Emmy. So Emmy's here. And, absolutely. And excited about the new experience, getting outside the comfort zone a little bit. Excellent. Justin, Sarah recruited me. So Sarah's on, going to University of Tampa. She reached out to me about the job, excited getting new marketing experience. Excellent, Justin. Cool. Nick, I heard about you from Craigslist. All right, cool. So that works. All right. We have to go through a lot of Craigslist applicants to find the ones we're excited about. So that's cool. And most excited about getting to know people selling this product. Excellent. Stephanie, I heard about you through a job board. I don't know anyone in your company yet. Okay, cool. Excited about the opportunity to develop and growth. Christian, Rama sent my girlfriend a message on Instagram. Nice. Excellent. And we like your girlfriend for sharing it with you. Excited to make some money, build some sales experience. Cool. Sophia, heard about the opportunity through USF email. So excellent. So that's Canvas, which is cool. So I'm glad that that's working. Marlisa told me about the position. I don't know Marlisa. Allison, where's Allison? So Allison, where's Marlisa from? Or Marlisa?
She actually doesn't work with you guys, but she got the link from one of her friends.
Oh, okay, got it. And so then she paid it forward. Got it. I see. Okay, cool. And then Christy, I heard about this coming an Instagram message. Cool. So I'm glad someone reached out to you. That's exciting, Christy. And then Kevin, I was recommended by a friend. So Kevin, who's your friend that recommended you?
Rama actually recommended me. She sent me a message to Instagram.
Nice, Rama. So Rama's on here too. So that's great. We appreciate that. Alexia, heard about y'all from Canvas message through USF. Excellent. We love USF students. Nolan, informed by a family friend about Cutco. I know Jessica. Cool. So where's Nolan at? That's Nolan. Okay, I see Nolan on here. Nice. So if you know Jess, Nolan, that's enough said, dude. You're already my favorite. All right. That's all you guys say. If you know Jess, you're in there, man. That's exciting. So she's one of my favorites. So and I don't want to mess it up. Is it at Addis or Addis, or if you could correct me on that one?
It's Addis.
Addis. My apologies, Addis.
No, but you're good. So
Addis. So excellent. So Addis says, I heard about you guys through a student in one of my classes. Excellent. So appreciate it. What school is that you go to?
USF.
At USF. Perfect. So very cool. I appreciate you all sharing, and y'all posted one more time for those hopping on. So, and for Sarah, you can keep comments on the WhatsApp group, and then one of the staff will support you. But just go to another platform for right now. That'd be fine. We talked about that in training. So it's right at 4:30, and I want to respect everyone's time. And I really appreciate you being here and hopping on and having videos up, so that way I can get a quick meet and greet with you. And Amanda or Jess, if you could take like roll call for me, just like on your end. And then I'll call on Jess and Amanda in just a moment. You can just kind of share a thought or whatnot. But I just wanted to take a moment and say welcome to our team. I'm really excited about having you a part of our organization. And if you got received a text about this quick, like meetup real fast, it's like orientation. This was totally an invitation only, optional type of thing. So I appreciate you accepting that invitation. It shows me that you're eager, you're excited, you're ready to learn, you want to be more, you want to do more, and that is already giving you a chance to kind of separate yourself from the pack. So I definitely appreciate you being here and hopping on. And I'm frankly, I just wanted to get to know you. I just wanted to get a chance to, see a little bit of who you are, get to know a little bit about you, and maybe give you a chance to let them know a little bit about me and some of the people that work with us, and also just kind of create the framework, the right mentality before you spend the next 2 days with me. And myself, I started the company back in June of 2004. So I sold Cutco all the way through college, and I never sold anything in my entire life. In fact, when I told my parents I was going to sell knives, my dad called me an idiot because he was like, who's going to buy knives from you? You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to sell. You're not good with grownups. Like, I don't think, and if you know my dad, that's not too super like, I don't know, far out there for him calling me an idiot. But anyway, I'm the youngest of 8, grew up in New Jersey, and I moved to Florida knowing nobody and went to USF, and I paid my whole way through college with this position. So with this position, was able to fund my education, got my engineering degree, and it's treated me really, really well. And I've dedicated the last 16 years of my life to working with this company and providing a great experience to other young people in my peer group, and now other college students, to give them a chance to experience what I did as a college kid. So we're excited to give you that platform as well. I'd like to spotlight Jessica and Amanda. These two ladies are me when I'm not around, and they are going to be your head coaches. I guess it would be like the assistant coach if I'm the head coach, or if I'm the owner, they're the head coaches. That just depends on how you want to look at it. But these ladies are doing an exceptional job behind the scenes to make sure that you have a great user experience. So I wanted to start with Jess, just because I see her. And Jessica started with the company in September, and she was finished the fall as the number 10 student out of 30,000 across the United States. So Jessica is what is called one of our 5-figure earners. So Jess has earned her first 5 figures in her first semester working with us. Okay. So if any of you are excited about making over $10,000 in your first semester, then Jessica is a great person to learn from. Jess is one of the youngest on our staff, if not the youngest. She just turned 18 in January. She's a freshman over at University of South Florida, maintained a 4.0 GPA, studying marketing and business. She wants to own her own business, and she is just doing a fantastic job selling Cutco. She's just under $40,000 in Cutco sales now, and which is really, really strong, especially since she just started in September. She's accumulated over 100 customers just through self-generated appointments, all word-of-mouth advertising, social media marketing, going through the exact position that you're going to learn during the next 2 days. Jess, how was your experience? And I know you'll talk to them a little bit more tomorrow, but what have you enjoyed most about working here, and how has this experience helped you so far?
Yeah, so this is really cool. In high school, I worked 3 separate jobs all at the same time, and they were all hourly jobs. I got paid anywhere from minimum wage to like $15 an hour, depending on what I was doing. And what really bothered me was that I worked a lot harder than everyone else, but I got paid the same amount. And there was always a limit. I couldn't work. I was always a minor, so I couldn't work past a certain amount of hours. I could only make like $300 a week around my school schedule. So what I liked about this job was that there was no cap on my pay. I could set as many appointments as I would like, and I used that freedom to my advantage, meaning I set an insane amount of appointments when I first started because I really wanted